Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer Tech. I wanted to give a follow-up today on the Apple Watch as I have been wearing it every day since I got it, and I just wanted to give you a little update on some tips and tricks to get the most out of your Apple Watch. Tip number one is that after the screen goes dim, you don't always have to flick your wrist to turn it on. There is a way to stealthily get the screen to turn on without having to move your wrist too much. You can ever so slightly turn up on the digital crown, and that will get you into a dim display mode where you can stealthily check the time. Now, as you continue to raise up the digital crown, the screen will get brighter and brighter and brighter until it finally fully engages, and then you can start scrolling through on the display that allows that type of interaction. If you're in a situation where you've got the screen on and you don't want it to be, you can do a palm press over it, and that turns the screen off. So you can tap it to turn it on, or you can do a palm press to turn it off. You can flick your wrist, or you can slowly raise the brightness with the digital crown, or you can tap it. Next up is gestures. Every now and then I would flick my wrist and I would check the time and I'd realize, hey, my watch face had changed. After a while, I realized that you don't necessarily always have to do the hard press to change your watch faces. That's how you can get into the customization of your watch modes. An easier way and a quicker way to change your watch faces, you just swipe to the side. So you can scroll through all of your watch faces just by scrolling from the very edge, which I did not realize at first and was in none of the instructional materials. Also, you swipe up from the bottom for your quick settings, quick toggles, and you can scroll down from the top for your notifications. Press the crown to go back. Next up is taps and scrolls. I like the Siri watch face because it's only one of the watch faces that allows you to have the interaction of scrolling up and scrolling down, where it gives you all day information, up next information, and what's coming up tomorrow. It's like an interactive calendar. Now, if you scroll over to one of the other type of watch displays, you'll notice here that you get no information at all as you scroll the crown. So they're all different in that respect. You have to play around with each one to figure out which ones you like. You get to something like the time of day. This one does allow you to move the sun to check to see when is sunrise and when is sunset. And if you have any of the watch faces that have motion in them, you can do a single tap and you'll scroll through all of the motion activities. This one is the jellyfish. So you can scroll through and get all of the jellyfish animations each time. If you have a motion watch face on, every time you raise the watch face, it'll be a different animation, which is pretty cool. Next up is Siri. Now, Siri has the ability to be activated without saying the key commands. All you have to do is raise your wrist up and start talking. What's the weather today?
The forecast for today.
And the last watch tip I have for today is if you have a Mac that doesn't have Touch ID and you have to enter the password every time, you can set your Apple Watch to unlock the Mac. It's super cool. Every time it does that, it gives you a little taptic feedback on your wrist of like turning a key. It's pretty awesome. Let me show you how to do that in the settings. All you have to do is go into your system preferences, go to security and privacy, and there's a setting in here called Allow your watch to unlock your Mac. So just engage that. It'll register your Apple Watch using your Apple ID with your Mac. And every time when you have the Mac locked and you're wearing your watch, all you can do is open up the lid and it will automatically unlock your MacBook. Alrighty guys, so that's my quick update on Apple Watch. I do really like this thing. I have been wearing it every day, and you'll see here that I'm wearing a watch band that I did not show in my initial video. This one is a Storm Gray Sport Loop. It is a third-party one that I got off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. I really do like this. It's very comfortable, very soft, and I think it looks great. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.